The Osun State government signing of the Disability Rights Law has raised hopes for greater inclusion, but the disability community has pressed for urgent implementation to address systemic barriers, with challenges like unemployment, limited access to education, and inadequate data hindering progress. Advocates emphasize the need for immediate action to enforce provisions such as free education and equitable job opportunities for PWDs. Toby Sanusi has more on this.
Disability community in Osun State heaved a sigh of relief in September last year when Governor Ademola Adeleke gave assent to the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Law. Over the years, persons with disabilities have had to grapple with the challenges of exclusion in their society, which hinder their access to quality healthcare, education, employment, access to public facilities, among others. However, some of these challenges may soon be abated with the signing of the law, but time is a crucial factor in seeing the implementation. Fumilayo Abdullahi, a disability rights advocate and former public relations officer of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, JONAPID, Osun State Chapter, is worried about the struggle of PWDs in accessing education, urging the state government to, among other things, expedite action in providing free education for PWDs.
But inside that bill is there that free health, free education, but there is no free education. Our people are still paying. Those persons with disability that are in our institution, they are still paying. In fact, school for special need, they are paying. If they don't pay, they will not teach them because some teachers, they don't have enough teachers there. So this is really giving us headache because some of our persons with disability, they don't have anything doing.
Part of the makeup of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Law include free education, 5% employment quota in government and private sectors, free healthcare, among other rights. But the question of when all of these will be implemented is concerning for the disability community in the state. Mrs. Abdullahi, a broadcaster who uses crutches, laments how some PWDs remain unemployed despite their readiness to work. This, coupled with the lack of access to free education, have compounded the orders PWDs face in their society.
And we don't want them to be begging around. We want everything to change. We want somebody to have what they are doing. If you are a tailor, just face whatever you are doing. If that tailor see the help of government or our bureau support them, they will do better. But there is no support from anywhere. Their parents, they are already discriminating against them. And the government that people with disability are relying on, there is no forthcoming. But we hope that this governor really loves person with disability. I know that he will do something about it.
Mrs. Abdullahi's concern puts to test the 5% employment policy, while the question of when beckons on the minds of the PWD's community. The disability rights advocate believes well-equipped special needs school and the free education enshrined in the law will reduce street begging, boost the confidence of PWDs, and position them for better employment opportunities. Also on the part of the disability community, Mrs. Abdullahi encouraged PWDs in Osun State to ensure that they are captured in the data the state government intends to use as part of efforts to ensure inclusion in the society. According to her, the lack of data hamper the plans of employment, free healthcare, and free education by the state government.
I'm begging Osun State government that we need data concerning person with disability. If we have data, there is no data for person with disability. In fact, not in Osun State alone, in Nigeria, we need data. How many of person with disability are unemployment? How many are employed? How many are artisan? How many are students? So we need data that will help government to know what to do, because inside that data, you write your, maybe did you need employment, are you employed, how old are you, your qualification, and some other things, some information pertaining to that person. So through that one, government can get some information.
Already, Osun State government, following the approval of the bill, established Bureau of Persons with Disabilities, headed by the Executive Secretary Oyewumi Oyetunde, whom the disability community described its emergence as a boost in giving the PWDs more prominence in the state affairs. This bureau is expected, among other things, to ensure PWDs get access to free education, healthcare, employment opportunities, and civil rights protections. In the meantime, the disability community will hope that the Osun State government crosses the T's and dots the I's in implementing the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Law, an action expected to be swift. Toby Sanusi, Western Spring Television News.